So a bit of a different video today. We'll be taking a look at the 5 most annoying techs and bonuses in 10x mods. Getting your unique technologies and bonuses is usually a good thing, but you know what they say when you have too much of a good thing. So let's get started with number 5, the Aztec with their carry capacity. On paper, it is a pretty good bonus. Less movement for villager means more resources over time. They are especially good farmers, but the thing is, with an extra 30 capacity, you don't really have a trickle of resources. They come in massive wave, and sometimes you just need those resources right now. So it forces the team with an Aztec player to force drop off their resources very often, especially in the early game when you don't have a lot of villagers. Next up, number 4, we have the villager, more specifically the Korean villager. You see, Koreans give the entire team plus 30 line of sight for their vills. So even though the line of sight limit for a unit in-game is 20, the villager will still search for jobs to do in a 30 plus tile radius depending if it's a shepherd, builder, etc. This means that if you're playing any sort of games where your teammates are close by, for example Amazon Tunnel, villager will eventually end up going for their resources when yours or theirs run out. This is especially frequent for sheep, berries, and stone gatherer. Most of the time, it's just a funny, occasional villager wandering around, but since it does not trigger the AFK notification, you might end up with a very inefficient villager and a teammate wondering what's happening. At number 3, we have the Slav with their unique castle tech, Detonates, which in most games is great. It makes your castle really cheap and costs only a small amount of wood. But there can be some issues if you have Franks or Incas in your team. Since your castles are already free with these civ, researching this tech would actually increase their cost, since you'll now have to pay wood to build them. And there's a pretty big difference from free castle to not free. You'll also probably get yelled at. Now for number 2, we have the Burgundians with Flemish Revolution. Doesn't need too much explanation, you can see why it could be bad to transform your entire team villagers into Flemish militia. Your whole economy is gone, all you have left is a unit that is fine, but usually not that strong unless you have other bonuses that benefit it. So it could be good in some circumstances, but more often than not, you're just destroying your whole economy, especially if someone clicks it by accident. And finally, number 1, the Shoe Bolt Magazine. This technology adds 20 arrows to archers and war chariots. And if you're someone who plays a lot of team games, you probably know that when there's too much stuff on the screen, the game tends to slow down a bit. So what do you think happened when every single one of your archers are shooting 20 projectiles at a time? The demand on your hardware become really high, and if you add Britons, longer range archer to the mix, it gets even worse. Sometimes to the point of crashing the game. This is for this reason that this technology alone get the number 1 spot, since there's nothing more annoying than lag and crashes. And that about wraps up this little top 5 of the most annoying techs and bonuses. Did I miss any? There could be more. Anyway, thank you for watching, and have a good one.